I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be talking about Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, directed by Martin McDonagh, starring Frances Mcdormand, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, many others, including Lucas Hedges, Peter Dinklage. This is a big cast. Now, this director had directed films such as Seven Psychopaths and In Bruges before. Two sort of dramatic comedies. They're sort of both dramedies that are funny, quite brash and in your face, and very direct, but also very emotional, and definitely character studies as well as entertaining comedies. And he's definitely brilliant with dialogue. And this film, I really like In Bruges. In Bruges is great. I really enjoy Seven Psychopaths as well. But for me, this is probably quite easily the best of his work. This is an exceptional movie. I really enjoyed it. The main things that I enjoyed specifically in this movie have got to be the performances. Frances McDormand is absolutely brilliant in this film. So, what is this movie about? So, it's about Frances McDormand's character, her name's Mildred, who loses her daughter. She's killed, she's murdered and raped, and the police department have been trying to find out the culprit for over a year, but they've been unable to find any particular amount of evidence. And over this time, her anger has built up and built up. She wants to find who did this to her daughter, but nobody seems to know. And she ends up pulling a stunt in order to try and get the police's attention and bring the case back up in order to try and find who did this. And her plan is to put her thoughts, slightly uncensored, onto 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, that caused quite a lot of trouble for her and her family. So this is a really a hilariously funny movie at times. It's really entertaining. Like, there's some great moments. Frances McDormand has a scene with a priest in this movie, which is absolutely hilarious. She has brilliant scenes. If you've seen the trailers, you see some of the funny moments, but there's so many more in this film that I really enjoyed. But Sam Rockwell's excellent in this movie. He plays a cop who's like completely incompetent. He's, again, very angry. And he gives one of his best performances that I've ever seen as Dixon in this movie. Woody Harrelson's also in this film, is very good. Has a very interesting backstory with his family and so on, and his health. He again gives a really good performance. Peter Dinklage plays the town midget who is sort of looked down on by everyone, but is a kind person who really likes Mildred and wants to help her. And as the film goes along, and a certain shocking event happens, which kind of means that Mildred starts to see life a different way. She realises how angry she is at not finding the killer, and trying to find the killer, and that she's actually taking it out on everybody around her that cares about her. And it's a very thoughtful film, and a very emotional film. There's some really sad, very powerful moments, you know. But there's always that comedy, always that humour in the film. Even in the darkest moments, there's always that humour. And that's what allows this film to be incredibly entertaining, even during the most emotional scenes. Frances McDormand here might give one of the best performances of her career. You know, this is as good as Fargo, easily, which I've got on Blu-ray here. And it's definitely one of her best performances. She's the front runner for a lot of the awards. She picked up a Golden Globe recently. I'm pretty sure she will be the favourite for the Oscar. She's absolutely fantastic. Sam Rockwell's just won Best Supporting Actor. He's brilliant. This cast is exceptional. Brilliantly directed, written, everything. There's one thing that I want to talk about, and not in detail because I don't want to spoil the film for anyone. Some people won't like the ending of this movie. In my theatre, I heard people not liking the ending of this film. And that's understandable. But I think the ending is perfect. I don't think it should end any other way. And really, the end of the film is her realising that her anger isn't worth holding on to. Because if she can't find this man, what's she going to do with the anger that she has? She's only going to hurt the people around her. And what's more important, you know, her keeping hold of this hate, this anger, or being happy and letting go for her family. You know, an incredibly important relationship in this film is her relationship with her son, played by Lucas Hedges, who's great, of course, in Manchester by the Sea, where she's dragging him through all of this again. You know, he's been through trauma just as much as her, and he wants to move on from it, but she just can't, and she keeps dragging him through the experience over and over again. And only by the end does she realise how much strain she's actually put on him, and when she decides to let go, and realises what she actually has. And it's incredibly emotional. This is a brilliant movie. There isn't any negatives for me of this film. It's a brilliant dramedy with incredible performances, brilliantly written, and definitely, because it's technically a 2017 release, is definitely one of the best movies of 2017. And I'm going to give Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri 10 out of 10. So there you go, that's my review of Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. Have you seen this movie? If you have, what did you think of it? I loved it. What's your favourite movie by Martin McDonagh? Drop it down in the comment section below. Mine is now Three Billboards. It was In Bruges. But if you haven't seen any movies from this director, really check him out, because he's very, very good and has his own unique and very entertaining style. Very dark, but very good. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.